What up, guys? Welcome to this week's New Music Week with me, Bella Biizzy. So this first song is in the alternative genre. It's called Rocky by Still Woozy. So this song is really cool to me. I really like it because it has that really cool vibe to it. I don't know. There's something about alternative music that I like, especially stuff like this, and I haven't really been hearing too much good alternative lately. Well, actually, I have. More recently, there's been a lot of good alternative music, so I've never heard of Still Woozy before, but I like the vibe, so I'm gonna have to check out the rest of their music. Let me know what you guys think. So this next song is more of the rock category. It's called Geronimo. It's by Trippie Redd and Travis Barker featuring Chino Moreno, and to me, it's cool that artists are starting to bring back rock music to the world, because I felt like it died out for a bit, and it's interesting to see, Trippie Redd doing some rock music, especially because he also featured in a song with Machine Gun Kelly, and Machine Gun Kelly, he changed up his style and went rock. So yeah, check it out. Tell me what you guys think. I think it's a cool song. It's something different, and I like that they're bringing rock back. Alright, so this next song is also in the rock alternative category. It's called Bedhead, and it's by Manchester Orchestra. Never heard of them before, but I'm liking it because, like I said in the last song, people are starting to bring back rock, and I'm really digging it. Let me know what you guys think about rock coming back. Alright, so this next song is called Quarterback. It's by Wallows. Never heard of them before either, but I'm digging their vibe as well, and it's just that cool, upbeat alternative song that I really like. I like stuff like that a lot. So if you guys have any other recommendations by them or music that's similar to this, let me know and I'll check it out. So this song is another kind of alternative song, but actually someone on Instagram recommended it to me for this week's New Music Week because it did come out recently, and it's called Make Me Move by Elle Freak, I think that's how you say her name, but her voice sounds so unique in this song, and it just kind of, I don't know, it captured me in a sense. Take a listen. Yeah, she has a really cool voice, she sounds very unique, and it makes me want to check out more of her music. Alright, so this next song is in the R&B and soul category. It's called Jealous by Mahalia, I think that's how you say it, and it's featuring Rico Nasty. But yeah, so I really like the vibe of the song. It sounds cool, it's something to chill to, and especially because Rico Nasty's part comes up soon, so that she adds that flair to the song. Alright, so this next song is more of a rap song. It's called Clouds by NF. Never heard of him before, but I thought this was a pretty interesting song because, it kind of reminds me of 21 Pilots, kind of. Like his voice a little, and how they kind of sing rap, but it also reminds me, once he starts going harder here, kind of reminds me of Eminem. I don't know. What do you guys think? This next song is called Sunbathe, and it's by Taney and Miguel. So it's a pretty cool song. I like it, especially because Miguel has a really nice voice. It just sounds chill vibe, and it's just something a little different than his normal music. So yeah, check it out. Sunbathe by Taney and Miguel. So this next song is called Misunderstood by Russ. I'm normally used to his more upbeat songs, so this is a little bit slower than what I'm used to hearing from him, but it sounds pretty cool. I like the guitar in it sounds really nice, and yeah, let me know what you guys think of it. So this next song is called Flowers, and it's by Kelly Rowland from her new EP called K. And Kelly Rowland, she has a nice voice, and hearing her new music, I haven't always been super into her music, but New Music Week has opened me up to so many artists, and hearing her new stuff, I'm like, I'm gonna check out her other stuff. So this next song is in the rap category called Case Closed, and it's by Young Dolph and Key Glock. Never heard of him before, but thought this was a pretty cool rap song. So yeah, check it out. It's called Case Closed. Alright, so this next song is more in the dance electronic category. It's called Busted For Me by Don Richard, and I never heard of Don Richard before, but this song, I don't know, this sounds so cool and different. It's something that you can hear like in the club playing. This next song is part of the dance electronic category as well, and this is the last song of the day, but it's called Shake by LLAMA, Carmen De Leon, and Neo, which I haven't heard from Neo in a while, so it's interesting to hear him come back. And yeah, check out the song. It's called Shake. Alright guys, that's all for this week's New Music Week. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to click the link in the bio for the playlist, and stay tuned for next week's New Music Week with me, Bella Biizzy. I've known you since high school. You know, we've been best friends since then. Kind of just give a little backstory. Like, we met in theater. You know, we like used to play piano and sing. We would like hang out in the, what were those rooms called again?
They were like practice room.
Yeah, the practice. Wow. Okay.
Oh my God,
The
I can't even
practice room.
It was so fun,
Oh my
dude.
gosh. I've been listening to some music that's been reminding me of high school days
Like
lately.
what?
Like, um, shoot, what was that one song that it was like Big Sean? Remember Ass, that song?
Yeah.
Yeah, that
I
song.
remember we would like
Oh, Dance
the
Ass.
gym would be open sometimes, like during lunch break, and we just
Oh
listen to
yeah.
Justin Bieber or Nicki Minaj when she like first came out, and
Yeah.
we would just run in circles singing his
Oh my
song. So
gosh.
funny.
Wow. Yeah, I remember that. That's so funny.
Good time.
I know. And I remember we did like some photo shoots sometimes outside.
Yes, dude.
It was
That
my
was back
ugly
when I
hair.
didn't know that Instagram was like a social
Oh yeah.
media app. I'd be like, "Isn't this filter cool?" You're like, "Do you realize you put like the same 10 pictures up?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" You're like, "It's a social app. There are people
That was
that can see it."
hilarious.
I was so embarrassed.
But isn't that crazy? That was when Instagram first came out.
It
Like,
was like
that was in 2010, I believe.
sophomore year or something like that.
Yeah, you were sophomore, I was junior, because that's when
Yeah,
we met.
that's crazy.
That was crazy.
And
But
now it's like
that's
it's running the
blown
world.
up. Yeah. Like, can you imagine if we knew back then how big Instagram would have been? I would have been on top of the
If
game already.
exactly, if we knew,
Gosh.
we'd be on top of it by now,
And
for
even
sure.
TikTok too. You know, like
That's
how
true.
big that is. But I mean, still, there's people who get
Musically.
pretty big. What was that?
Yeah, definitely. Oh, I was saying it used to be Musically.
Oh,
So
yeah.
like there's so many
The
people that have been
kids.
on there since Musically. And
Yeah.
it's insane.
That was crazy. I remember my little sisters had Musically, and I thought it was like a kids thing.
Oh, you're like, what is this?
Yeah.
And it was weird because back then it was like it was glitchy and like the
Yeah.
style is totally different now.
Really? That's funny. That's crazy. Can you explain to me like how you started singing? Just so that way the audience could get to know you. Like, how old were you? Um,
Yeah.
all that stuff.
So basically, I've been singing since I was like 3. My mom, like, there's a funny story she always tells me. She's like, "You broke our coffee table." Like, I would sing Barney songs on the coffee table. This is back when I
Really?
was in Maryland. Yeah. And she's like, "You broke it when you were performing." And she's like, "That's when I knew like you were a singer." But for me personally, I feel like when I lived in Hawaii, I watched a documentary on Christina Aguilera and she was writing. I was like, that is so cool. And like just like going through her life story, I was like, this is what I want to do. And then that's like the defining moment when I was like, I want to pursue music and singing.
How old were you at that time?
That time I was like 8. So I
Oh,
was still really young, but
yeah.
I think I could relate to her so much just because she started out so young. She started out when she was like 10 years old and she was doing Clubhouse Disney or the Mickey
Oh yeah,
thing. And so
Mickey.
I thought that was so cool growing up. I was like, this is what I want to do. This looks so fun. And she was writing her own music. And then she even talked about like when she was going through bullying and things like that. And I was like, this is really cool.
That's cool. Yeah, it's cool to have, especially that influence growing up. Like I always kind of for looked up to Britney Spears when I was younger. I used to want to be a pop
They
star
used
like
to be
her.
on the same thing, the
Yeah,
same
exactly. They were like the same
key.
level, Mickey Mouse Club and all that. So yeah, it's definitely it's cool when you realize when you're older how much you looked up to that person and how much they inspired you.
Exactly.
Um, but so yes, you said you were 8 years old when you pretty much found out that singing was your passion,
Singing
right?
was my passion. And so from there, I moved here when I was like 11, and then I was in the gospel choir, taking, advantage of any opportunity I was given for like background vocals, movies, films, stuff like that, because everything is just like intertwined.
Yeah.
And um, now I'm just like, I'm songwriting, like doing collabs and
Yep,
working
like
on my
your song "Blush," like that's a good
yeah,
song. I really like that. And then
Peach
your
Tree just
feature
came
in
out.
Peachtree is really good too. Like I thought that was a really nice touch to that song.
Yeah, I actually met so one of the guys that's on the song, he's the other featured singer, Joe. He and I went to Grammy camp together. So he's the one who hit me
Okay,
up. He's like, dude, we should collab on a song. I'm like, I'm down. And so um yeah, that was a fun experience.
that's cool. How long did it take for you guys to record or put the song together?
So I wrote the song, he wrote his parts, everyone did kind of like what
Oh,
they needed to do, and then we would just send it back and forth because this was during like the climax of COVID. So we couldn't like all meet up and, collaborate in that way. So that was a cool experience too, getting to collaborate in like a virtual aspect. But and then so he ended up flying here because he lives in Seattle.
oh,
And
okay,
then we recorded in LA. And then that took 2 hours, under 2 hours. And that's all three of us recording and the
nice.
production and everything. So that was it was really fun.
Yeah, that sounds like fun, especially because you're working with other artists and you guys are feeding off each other, and
Exactly.
that's
I
cool.
think that's the most fun part, just like the collaborative effort and like meeting new people and just
Yeah,
vibing and it's inspiring.
yeah, that's really cool. Let's see. Did you take any singing lessons, or would you say that you taught yourself?
So I have taken a few singing lessons actually, and now that I'm in school, um, I feel like they're kind of like cultivating that a little bit more because sometimes you kind of just like sing but not know like the
Yeah,
technicality of how you should be singing and what's good for your voice, what's not good for your voice,
yeah,
warm up techniques, all that kind of stuff. Breathing is a huge aspect of singing that you don't even think is like a big deal, but you can tell, especially when you're performing live, that's is super important.
yeah, definitely. And I can't even imagine how it is for artists who are singing and dancing. Like that's a lot of,
Props to them. Yeah,
yeah, for reals.
you definitely got to be engaged with like everything, your body, your mind,
Yeah,
everything has to be connected.
yeah, definitely. How would you describe your music style?
Right now, I would say, well, in general, my music style is R&B, a little jazzy, definitely mellow, I would say, and it kind of resembles my personality because
Hmm.
I'm not like totally out there, but I'm super chill, I would describe myself as. But yeah, definitely R&B. Like some of my favorite influences are Sade, Lauryn Hill. I love the acoustic vibe. I play instruments myself, so a lot of the music I write is something that I could actually perform live with an instrument
That's cool.
rather than just like a track or with a beat.
Yeah. Because I know well, I already know, but the audience doesn't know that you play what instruments again?
Oh, so I play the piano and I play guitar.
And how long have you been playing both for?
Piano over 10 years. I was classically trained in piano. You remember, I used to do music theory in the practice rooms, like on my lunch break, because I was taking lessons, and my piano teacher, she's like, you need to get your
Oh yeah, I
on, like
remember that.
so I love to do that. And then guitar is pretty much self-taught, but I've taken lessons here or there.
Yeah. Okay.
I would definitely say so voice is my first instrument, piano is my primary instrument, and then guitar is my secondary.
Cool, cool. Do you have any future plans for
Yeah.
music? Do you have anything coming up? What would you like
Yeah.
to
So
share?
I've been writing a lot, like especially during quarantine. I feel like there's so much, it's so therapeutic just to
Yeah.
write and like get things to paper. And even with Peachtree, like I enjoy just being able to like write what I was feeling at the time and, coming up with a nice melody that goes with it. I feel like, wait, can you start this one over?
Yeah, I'll ask you a question again and I'll just edit it.
Okay, sorry.
It's okay. So, how often do you write? Like, is it just randomly or
I
you,
would
you like put yourself together
definitely,
like, okay, I'm gonna write something?
yeah, it can be randomly, but I try to write something at least once a week.
Okay.
Even if I feel like this is just like, it's whatever. I always, and I even journal. So it's not even just like I'm writing stuff that goes with a melody. I
Yeah.
just like journaling in general and poetry.
That's-
Um, but as far as songwriting, yeah, at least once a week. Like I just wrote a song last week about my anxiety with midterms in school and stuff. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna write a song. I'm gonna put it up on TikTok. Let's see if they like it. Like,
Yeah,
so
that's
I'm always
cool.
writing.
Do you do any warm-up exercises? I know you were saying that you've taken some lessons here and there, but whenever you, let's say like you do a TikTok video or something for Instagram, like do you always warm up before
I
or
should be warming up. But 9 times out of 10, I don't. I'm just
well,
gonna be
dang,
honest.
your voice is always so good still, even though you don't warm up.
Okay, one thing I do is stretch.
Oh, really?
That's something that I learned from vocal coaches. They're like, you should always stretch before you perform because
Wow.
your voice can be like, it's a muscle. A lot of people forget that. Like your voice is a muscle. So when you don't use it as often as you like, or, it just it'll go away. And
Yeah.
so I feel like now too that I'm in school and I've been having to sing more, and my teachers are like, we are warming up before class. That is helpful and it keeps me disciplined. And I've been taking, some of those tools and just even on YouTube, sometimes I'll just like 10-minute warm up exercise just to do it really
Yeah.
quick.
Definitely comes in handy. You
But
too.
yeah, I definitely need to do that more.
All right. Let's see. If you could pick a collab with anyone, any artist, who would it be?
The first person that comes to mind is Sade
Okay,
for
yeah.
like in the past. But let's see. Okay, I have a list of like producers that I'd want to work with. So let's just start with that. Pharrell would be a dream.
Oh
Timbaland
gosh,
would be a dream.
you said The Weekend?
No, I said
Oh,
Timbaland, but
oh,
the Weeknd's
Timberland.
dope too. Okay,
Oh
put
yeah,
the Weeknd on the list too. But yeah, that would be really dope. I'm trying to think of
yeah,
like
that's a good artist.
some instrumentalists. I think Anderson .Paak's dope.
Oh, he
He has
is. He
a
has
lot
cool
of cool
music.
melodies.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be dope. The list goes on. I'm so yeah. That's a hard question.
It is a hard question, but those are good ones. Let's see. Okay, so tell me a little bit about your song Blush.
So Blush, I wrote a few years ago actually.
Really?
Yeah. And I just wrote it to the piano. Just I kind of usually come up with a melody first
Mhm.
and then the lyrics, rather than the lyrics first and then trying to find a melody that would match it.
Yeah.
I'm definitely, I would say, melodically driven when I'm writing my music. So I just like I write off of what I feel and, what sounds appealing to me and what I would think would sound appealing to my audience.
Mhm.
And yeah, I released that like October, which is not Valentine's kind of, time, but
Yeah.
I, I like to release music based off of what I'm feeling at the time.
Mhm.
So that's what I was feeling at the time. And then, because it's hard to like put your mind in like different emotions, so I feel like it's always good when it's on your mind, like how I wrote the song about my anxiety last week. Just like put it out, because
Yeah.
your audience is going to feel like your genuine emotions, you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
So
Mhm. But hey, that song worked out still because I put it on my Valentine's playlist.
I
So
love it. So I was like, yay. That's so
I have
awesome.
to add this song too because it's a good song for the Valentine's playlist.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. So, do you have any future plans? Anything that you want to let the audience know about upcoming music or
Yes.
like that?
So right now I'm doing a lot of songwriting. I actually have some stuff that's recorded that I'm hoping to have released by summer. And then of course I'm always doing YouTube videos. Those are up usually every couple weeks. And then you might catch some of my new music on TikTok. I definitely like putting it out there just to see how people respond to things before I like release it on every platform. But yeah, that's what I'm working on, and branding, just everything like meshes together.
No, that's cool. It's definitely cool that you're working towards that and you're working towards that goal and you're not giving up. Because
Always.
there's so many
Like,
people out there who end up just giving up on certain things. But
it's hard
people
right
like
now,
you who keep
especially.
pushing are the ones that are working hard behind the scenes and that in the end, like the hard work is gonna pay off.
Definitely. And even if you can't like do everything all at once, just like every day, just cultivate whatever it is that you're trying to achieve, whether it's for me for music, just writing a song or practicing my instruments or working on branding, just something every day. Is small steps lead to like you know a bigger goal.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks for sharing that. Do you have anything else that you want to say to the audience?
I
Any
mean, I'm just so glad
tips?
that you put this together. Like, this is so much fun, and it's nice doing an interview with your best friend. I just feel so comfortable, and I'm super happy to be doing this virtually.
I'm happy that you're able to do it too, and I'm more than
You're
happy that you're my
doing
first guest.
too, girl.
What'd you say?
It's so much fun. I am honored.
Oh,
I said you're doing big things too, girl, but I'm honored. Thank you so much.
of course. Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for doing the interview. And I'll tell the audience, check out your music because you have great music, and especially
Thank
even on your
you.
Instagram, your TikTok, all your little clips that you always do are just always amazing. I'm like, we need to get you out there
I
more because you need to get to the top already. Oh shoot, my light.
oh, wow.
So thank you so much for
Thank
doing this
you.
interview with me, especially because I've known you for so long, and like you said, like we're comfortable with each other, and it's cool to sit down with another artist to see exactly what your techniques are and how you got started. And I especially found it interesting that you like to write a melody first before lyrics because I'm actually the opposite. I actually write lyrics and then I kind of like come up with the
People are
melody.
like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so